Okay, firstly I'd like to say thanks to Stu and Claire from Oak Bay Windows who have sponsored the kit for the last 2 years, and also to Kane from Truck and Sailor Spares who has sponsored our jumpers. Thanks also to Philly for all his help during the year in getting things organised, from the pitch to getting the kids there. Thanks a lot, Phil. This year we challenged ourselves by entering a different league and going in the Junior Premier League. At the start of the season I was quite apprehensive about what was going to happen, but to me we finished it excellently. I just want to say thanks to all the parents for their commitment, for all the travelling, because there's been quite a lot of travelling involved this season. On to the season. At the start of the season there was a lot of change with a lot of new kids coming in, a lot of new faces, due to people not being able to commit. Obviously they were all decent kids who we brought in. We knew we were bringing in kids who would be decent, and I'd like to thank all of them for the way they've come into the group, but I'd also like to thank all the original kids who have been there previously for accepting all these new kids into the group. I also look at the start of the season. We were a little bit in awe of the facilities and the names of the teams that we had to play. Different clubs, we were linked to non-league clubs, and it was a big challenge from Buckley Hill. So for the first half of the season we were quite up and down with our results. We give everyone a decent game in every game except for one occasion when I thought we were a bit outclassed, but I'd rather lose to these teams than beat teams easily, because you kids are getting nothing out of that. After Christmas we were put into the lower part of the league, the lower division, and we started it excellently away in Blackburn. From then we gained a little bit of confidence and we moved on. We won 8 games out of 8 in the league, beating established teams linked to good non-league clubs like Nantwich, Chorley and Workington. We also narrowly lost out to Kidsgrove on penalties in the cup. I think we should have won that day, but unfortunately we didn't. When it comes down to penalties it's a bit of a lottery. But Kidsgrove went on, and I was watching their results as they progressed through that cup, and they only got defeated in the final of that competition, so really we weren't that far away from doing well in that competition as well. Going back to the league, we'll forget Workington away. It wasn't our greatest performance, but in really windy conditions you lads ground out a win to qualifiers for the national knockout stage, and we all had a great day out where we all had a meal together, all the parents and all the kids, which I think brought us together a lot more going into the national competition. Moving on to the national competition, in the quarter final we were due away to Kettering. Now Kettering had won the Midlands part of the league, and on that day I think it was our best performance of the season. It was an excellent performance that saw us progress to the semi-finals with a 3-1 win. We stood up to what was a really physical challenge, and we let our feet do the talking, not getting involved in any nonsense that they wanted us to, because they couldn't cope with us. It was a great day out for everyone. We hired the minibus, all the lads had a good laugh on the way home, and that's what it should be about, is enjoying yourselves and enjoying your football. In the semi-finals it was quite a lot of pressure on you. You were representing Silcox in the national semi-final. We got to at home against the winners of the Yorkshire division, who had links to Sheffield Wednesday, and anyone who was there that day who saw that performance could be nothing but proud of you all, and you should be proud of yourselves for the way you played that day and the way you behaved on the pitch. I thought it was excellent. We had a real good referee that day. He'd never refereed us before, and he turned around and said what a great set of kids, and that most probably pleased me as much as the result. But what a performance it was. People from the club come up to me and said, you've done excellently, and we progressed to a national final. As a grassroots team progressing to a national final in that competition, it's more than any of us expected at the start of the season. Like the final, what a great day out that was for us all. Who'd have thought 7 years ago when we started out at Hightown we'd fill a 48-seater coach to go and watch us all play in a final at Gloucester FC. It was a good day out, you can't deny that, and although the result never went our way on that day, I just think it just wasn't our day. I think if we were still playing now, we'd still be waiting to score, because it just wasn't going in that net. And I suppose at times that's just football, and I hope we can learn from it as a group. The kids themselves, they should all be as proud of how far they've come as individuals, and how they've bedded together and come together more throughout the season as a team. As I said earlier, we brought quite a few new kids in, so for them to now be part of the group, that's an achievement in itself. I hope they can take how they finish the season into the start of next season and take confidence from the performances at the end of the season. They all should be proud, and I'm thankful of the way they were and how far we've come. I'm sure nobody thought we would end up in a national final when we started out in this in September. Thanks again from me for all your efforts over the season, and I hope you've all made some good memories along the way, whether that be on the minibus to Kettering, the coach to the final in Gloucester, or the days out we've had together where we've all ended up going for something to eat on the way home. It's not just about the football, it's about making friends. I hope you've made good friends over the course of the year. I think, personally, I was the only one happy when we got a home draw in the semi-final, because you all just wanted another day out. I hope you can use these memories to push it on again next year, and hopefully we will do even better. But as long as we stick together and enjoy ourselves, that's what it should be about. Well done, and thank you all, lads. On the whole, it's been a really good season. I'm now going to pass it on to Philly, who's going to talk about the Sunday team, and after he's said his bit, can the whole two squads come up and get your squad awards before the Sunday team do their Player of the Year awards.
I'd just like to say a big thanks to Steve for all his commitment and effort over the season. It's been a long, hard season. Thanks a lot, Steve, for all your work and time, what you put into the kids. Now I'll move on to the Sunday team. It's been a long, hard season, I've thought, in my eyes. Especially, we've had new kids joining halfway through, we've had a couple of injuries. Some kids have left, a lot of good kids have grew over the years, so they've picked up injuries. Especially with playing Saturdays, it just took a lot of effort out of them. But I'm happy how they've played themselves this year. It's been tough playing both days, it's took its toll on the kids, especially with a couple of them picking up injuries. Sunday league that I manage, it's been tough. New teams have come into the league like Dingle, Churchtown. A couple of the other teams have improved like AFC, Kirby, Marina Sands. The pitches at Buckley Hill probably don't suit our style of play, they're a little bit cramped, but obviously everyone has to play on them, so we can't use that to our advantage. It's been tough, yeah, I've probably said that before, but we got to 2 finals. We were in the league right to the very end. If we scored a couple more goals, we probably might have had a little bit more of a chance to try and win that league. But it's only our own fault, missing chances and not taking them. That's what cost you games at this age. In the final, it was tough. We were playing Marina Sands. They're a big physical side, they don't want to play football, but they play to their strengths, and that's just kicking it long and trying to make us make mistakes, which what we did do, and they won the game 1-0, but I'm proud of the lads. It's the first year that we've played, they're under 14 now, and this is the first year that they haven't won nothing. So they're a little bit disappointed, so then we decided to take them to Skegness. They've waited a long time because of COVID, so this has been 3 years in the making. And I'd like to say, what a weekend the kids had. All of them together, they've come back stronger. The memories that they've made will last forever. Again, we got to the final there, and we got beat 1-0 unfortunately. But the memories, like I've just said, that the kids made over the 3 days that we were there, they were special. Even with the parents all bonding together and drinking and socialising. It's things that I like to see. Thank you all for all your support.